Hello, welcome to VMC. I'm Dr. M. Today's video will be a little bit different. I figured we could go over some good gifts that you can give to a cat in your lives, what to watch for, what to avoid, and things that you should know. So join me, you'll learn something. So first, if you are going to consider food and you're looking at different treats and things, remember that all treats, toppers, etc. must make up less than 10% of the cat's daily caloric intake. Most cats eat around 250 calories per cat, but that means that they get 25 calories per day for everything that they eat that isn't their canned and kibble WSAVA compliant diets. That is not a lot. And so it's crucial that when you're looking at treats that you consider very low calorie options or options that can be broken into tiny pieces. And it's also important that you avoid dangerous ingredients. So be careful and read the ingredient list as well as the calories per treat on the package before you ever consider anything. I always like to make sure that any treats I'm giving to my pet are doing double duty. I look for Veterinary Oral Health Council accepted products. The website has a full list for the cat products and I'll link it in the doobly-doo for you. One of the ones that many people will already know about are greenies. I had a chance at a conference once to go through the trade show area where new products are announced and demonstrated, etc. And greenies had a booth there. I asked the sales rep person that was there what their most popular flavor was, and he said the catnip. He said catnip is going to be the most likely to be accepted by the cats. Cats are very particular about their taste. This doesn't guarantee anything. Purina Pro Plan also has a VOHC accepted treat. That's actually the one that my cat likes the most, and so I stock those in the household. And they are 2 calories per treat, which is great. And you also have to make sure to read the label to make sure that you're giving enough per day for it to actually be making a difference. So for cats, it's important to have a number of different string toys. It's kind of hard for me to demonstrate those to you on the camera, so I'll just put a number of them up here as I'm talking about them. As cats are crepuscular, every morning and evening you should be playing with some string toys with them anyway, and so having a rotation, allowing them to choose which one they like. It will depend a lot on your individual cat, whether they prefer kind of the wire type with those little pieces of cardboard at the end, or if they like a feather type, or if they like a mouse type that you kind of drag on the floor. You're gonna have to figure out what your cat likes to play with best and go from there. Cats should also have access to toys that they can kind of rabbit kick and throw around. One of maybe the most popular of those is this style. You know, this particular one is from Kong. It has crinkles in it, which a number of cats like, and 2 different textures, a softer texture and more of like a burlap texture, and then of course this tail bit. And my cat will, toss this around and then he'll flop on his side, hold it with his front legs and rabbit kick the snot out of it. So having some toys like this that you can rotate in and out is also a good idea. A lot of cats also like different ball shapes, and my cat's current favorite has some of these crinklies in it like this. This is big enough that he wouldn't be able to swallow it, and it doesn't have any dangly pieces that might cause him harm, and so he likes to throw these around, and he especially likes to toss them off of his cat towers and watch them fall. I mean, whatever makes him happy, right? And they're easy enough for me to lob for him to chase after and bat around, so looking for various pom-pom type toys can be a good idea. All right, let's move on to some food puzzles. One of my absolute favorites for cats that like to bat things around is the exerciser. That's this one. The reason why, well, I like it for a number of reasons. 1, it's cheap. 2, it's sturdy. These last for a long time. 3, you can throw it through the dishwasher. 4, when you're introducing it to a cat who's not used to working for food, you can completely unscrew it, and so the cat can learn to eat out of it like a bowl, so that they associate this with food before you ever put the pieces together. You can offer it to them with it screwed together, but you can adjust this top piece to open the holes as much or as little as you like. So you can have all 3 holes wide open, and in that case, any slight movement of the egg and kibble just kind of pours out of it. So when you have a cat that's new to food puzzles, this is very easy. But then as they get more proficient at it and more determined, you can make it significantly harder, and you can go all the way down to having part of 1 hole open, which means that they have to work a lot harder to get each piece of kibble out of it. You can also consider options like this from Kong. My main issue with this one is that the dental kibbles are too big for this, and it is significantly harder for them to get food out of. I could also, I suppose, put some like Temptations or something small into it, so you could do that as well. As I've mentioned before on this channel, my cat's favorite way to have food in food puzzles is with different foraging type mats, so I have a number of those. You can also just create a foraging area by putting some of the packing paper crumpled up in a cardboard box and sprinkle some treats through there and let your cat fly at it. So that can be a great hack to use. A lot of cats will also like licky mat type ideas, so you can spread canned food on this. You can also even freeze it if you want to make it more challenging, or something like churu could go on this as well. So consider a licky mat for a cat. Another one of my favorite food puzzles for cats are the Doc and Phoebe mice. Well, this is an older version. The new one has the option to make these holes smaller or bigger depending on your cat's skill levels. It comes with a training one that's significantly easier. You can have different skins on them, you can have the skins off of them, and then you can put the kibble in here a couple times a day and you just hide them around your house. So your cat has to hunt them out, find them, knock them around, eat the kibble out of them. This toy is a great one that cats are usually very successful at using, and the idea that it also makes you as the human go put the mice in different spots each day, which adds enrichment to your cat's day. I would be remiss if I didn't bring up the company Cat It. They have so many excellent products. One of my favorites for cat food puzzles is this Cat It digger, and actually when you're introducing it, you can do it without the inserts in it because this is shallower and bigger, and so it's easier for the cat to scoop kibble out of. Or you could even put canned food here, or you could line these with canned food if they can scoop it out with their paw, and it comes with a base so that your cat doesn't move it around as much. But the Cat It digger is great. They also have a fun tower that a lot of cats tend to like. Some cats will try to knock it over, however, so be careful with that. They also have an excellent cat grass growing kit. It's the one I use. That's an absolutely wonderful and dishwasherable item as well. The other fun thing is that if you look at the boxes the Cat It things come in, they actually are games in and of themselves. So you can cut out the holes in the box and you can use the box as another toy for your cat to scoop a kibble or treats out of. The Cat It line is wonderful. Cats can also do Nina Ottosson toys, and so you can absolutely use some food puzzles that are marketed for dogs. So be creative with how you go about this, and I will also link Food Puzzles for Cats. It's an excellent website with tons of DIY options and canned food options and kibble options ranked in level of difficulty, as you can go through there and get ideas for food puzzles that you might not already have to add to your cat's enrichment. I would love for you to comment with what your cat's favorite food puzzle is. That way other people can see a variety of different things that I may not have mentioned in the video. And if you have a picture or video, that would be even better. It would be just wonderful if people can use this holiday season as a bit of an excuse to add more enrichment to their cats' lives. Well, I do put out a new video most Fridays, so I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye! And now the cat's coming over to help too. I'm getting everybody's help in here. Okay.
Oh, good boy. Hi, buddy. Oh, you're such a nice cat.